Part 8, Federal Legislature. 83. Federal legislatures. There shall be a federal legislature consisting of two houses, to be known as the House of Representative and the National Assembly, which shall be called as the Federal Parliament. 84. Composition of House of Representatives. The House of Representatives shall consist of a total of 275 members as follows. A. 165 members to be elected through the first part, the post-electoral systems, with one being elected from each of 165 elections constituencies delimited in Nepal on the basis of population and geographical convenience and specificity. B. 110 member to be elected through the proportional electoral systems, where voters vote for political parties, with the whole country being considered as a single election constituency. 2. The federal law shall provide that in filing candidacy by political parties for the elections to the House of Representatives under the proportional electoral system, representation shall be ensured on the basis of a closed list. Also for women, Dalit, indigenous nationalities, Adivasis, Janjati, Khas area, Madesi, Tharu, Muslims and backward regions on the basis of population. In so filing candidacy, regard shall also be had to geography and regional balance. Explanation. For the purpose of this clause, Khas area means case K3, case 3, Brahmin, Thakuri, Sannyasi, Dasnami communities. 3. In filing candidacy pursuant to clause 2, political parties shall provide for representation of the persons with disabilities as well. For elections to the House of Representatives referred to in clause 1 shall be held through secret ballot in accordance with law. 5. Each citizen of Nepal who has completed the age of 18 years shall have the right to vote in any one elections constituency as provided for in the federal law. 6. A person who is qualified pursuant to Article 87 and entitled to vote in an election to the member of the House of Representatives may, subject to the federal law, be a candidate in any election constituency, provided that a person shall not be candidate in more than one election constituencies at the same time. 7. In case the seat of any member of the House of Representatives falls vacant while its term still remain for more than 6 months, the vacancy shall be fulfilled in the same manner of electoral system as in which such seat was fulfilled. It notwithstanding anything contained elsewhere in this part, at least 1/3 of the total number of members elected from each political party representing in the federal parliament shall be women, in case women are not so elected as to constitute 1/3 of the elected members of any political party. Pursuant to subclause A of clause 1 and subclause A of clause 2 of Article 86, such political party must, in electing members under subclause B of clause 1, so elected that women members constitute at least one thing of the total number of members elected to the federal parliament from that party. 9. Elections to the House of Representatives and other matters pertaining thereto shall be as provided for in the federal law. 85. Term of House of Representatives. 1. Unless dissolved earlier in accordance with this constitution, the term of the House of Representatives shall be 5 years. 2. Notwithstanding anything contained in clause 1, the term of the House of Representatives may be extended by a federal act for a period not exceeding 1 year in cases where a proclamation or order of a state of emergency is in effect. 3. The term of House of Representatives extended pursuant to Clause 2 shall ipso facto expiry upon the expiry of 6 months from the date of revocation of the proclamation or order of the state of emergency. 86. Composition of National Assembly and term of office of its member. The National Assembly shall be a permanent house. 2. The National Assembly shall consist of 59 members as follows. A. 56 elected members consisting of at least 3 women, 1 Dalit and 1 from person with disabilities or minorities from each province by an electoral college consisting of member of the provincial assembly, chairpersons and vice chairpersons of the rural municipalities and mayor and deputy mayor of the municipalities with different weightage of vote by member of the provincial assembly, chairpersons and vice chairpersons of the rural municipalities and mayors and deputy mayors of the municipalities as provided for in the federal law. B. 3 members consisting of at least 1 woman nominated by the President on the recommendation of the Government of Nepal. 3. The term of office of the member of the National Assembly shall be 6 years. The term of office of the 1/3 of members of the National Assembly shall expire in every 2 years, provided that for the first time after the commencement of this constitution, arrangement shall be made by drawing lots to retire 1/3 of the member on the expiry of 2 years, and the 1/3 on the expiry of 4 years, and the final 1/3 on the expiry of 6 years. For in computing the term of office of the member of the National Assembly for the first time after the commencement of this constitution, the term of office of all members shall be deemed to have commenced on the day on which the first section of the National Assembly is held. 5. Any vacancy of seat in the National Assembly shall be fulfilled for the remainder of the term of office in the same manner of election or nomination as in which the seat of the vacating member was fulfilled. 6. Other matters relating to elections to the member of the National Assembly shall be as provided for in the federal law. 87. Qualification for member. 1. A person who has the following qualifications shall be eligible to become a member of the federal parliament. A. One who is a citizen of Nepal. B. One who has completed the age of 25 years for the House of Representatives and of 35 years for the National Assembly. C. One who has not been convicted of a criminal offence involving moral turpitude. D. One who is not disqualified under any federal law. And E. One who is not holding any office of profit. Explanation for the purpose of this clause. Office of profit means any position other than a political position which is to be fulfilled by elections or nomination for which a remuneration or financial benefit is paid out of a government fund to no persons may be a member of both house of the same time. 3. In case a person who holds a political office to be fulfilled by way of elections, nominations, on appointment is elected or nominated as a member of the federal parliament, under this part his or her office shall ipso facto fall vacant from the day on which he or she takes an oath of office of members of the federal parliament. 88. Every member of each house of federal parliament shall be required before taking part for the first time in the meeting of the house or any of its committees to take an oath as provided for in the federal law. 89. Vacant of seat. The seat of a member of the federal parliament shall fall vacant in any of the following circumstances. A. In case he or she tenders resignation in writing to the speaker or chairperson. B. In case he or she is no longer qualified or ceases to process the qualification pursuant to Article 87. C. In case the term of the House of Representatives or the term of House of the member of the National Assembly expires. D. In case he or she is absent in 10 consecutive meetings without providing information to the concerned house in case the political party of which he or she was a member when elected provides notifications in accordance with the federal law that he or she has defeated from the party. If in case he or she dies, 90 decision as to disqualified of member in case question arises as to whether any member of the federal parliament is disqualified or has become disqualified pursuant to Article 87, the constitutional bench of the Supreme Court shall finally decided that question. 91. Speaker and Deputy Speaker of House of Representatives. 1. The member of the House of Representatives shall, within 15 days of the date of holding of the first meeting of the House of Representatives, elect a Speaker and a Deputy Speaker from amongst themselves. To election pursuant to clause 1 shall be so held that there is one woman out of the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, and the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives shall be representatives from different parties, provide that in case there is no representatives of more than one party in the House of Representatives, or no candidacy in filed by more than one party in spite of representation, nothing shall prevent the member of the same party from being the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. 3. In case the office of the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker fall vacant, the member of the House of Representatives shall fulfill the vacancy by electing the Speaker or Deputy Speaker from amongst themselves. For the Deputy Speaker shall, in the absence of the Speaker, preside over the House of Representatives. 5. In case election to the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker is not held, or in case both the positions fall vacant, the attending member who is by age the senior most shall preside over the meeting of the House of Representatives. 6. The office of Speaker or Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives shall fall vacant in any of the following circumstances. A. In case he or she ceases to be a member of the House of Representatives, provide that in the event of dissolution of the House of Representatives, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives holding their respective offices shall continue in office until the previous day of the filing of nominations for another elections to the House of Representatives. B. In case he or she tenders resignation in writing. C. In case a resolution is adopted by a majority of 2/3 of the total number of the then member of the House of Representatives, that his or her conduct is not compatible with his or her office. 7. The Deputy Speaker shall preside over a meeting at which deliberation are to be held on a resolution that the conduct of the Speaker of the House of Representatives is not compatible with his or her office. The Speaker of House of Representatives may take part and vote in the deliberation on such resolution. 92. Chairperson and Vice Chairperson of National Assembly. 1. Member of National Assembly shall, within 15 days of the date of holding of its first meeting, elect the chairpersons and the vice chairpersons of the National Assembly from amongst themselves. To election pursuant to clause 1 shall be so held that there is one woman out of the chairperson and the vice chairperson of the National Assembly. 3. In case the office of the chairperson or vice chairperson of the National Assembly falls vacant, the member of the National Assembly shall fulfill the vacancy by electing its chairperson or vice chairperson from amongst themselves. 4. The vice chairperson of the National Assembly shall, in the absence of its chairperson, preside over the National Assembly. 5. In case the elections to the chairperson and the vice chairperson of the National Assembly is not held, or in case both the positions fall vacant, the member who is by age the senior most out of the attending members shall preside over the meeting of the National Assembly. 6. The office of the chairperson or vice chairperson of the National Assembly shall fall vacant in any of the following circumstances. A. In case he or she ceases to be a member of the National Assembly. B. In case he or she tenders resignation in writing. C. In case a resolution is adopted by a majority of 2/3 of the total number of the then member of the National Assembly, that his or her conduct is not compatible with the office. 7. The vice chairperson of the National Assembly shall preside over a meeting at which deliberations are to be held on a resolution that the conduct of the chairperson of the National Assembly is not compatible with his or her office. The chairperson of the National Assembly may take part and vote in the deliberation on such resolution. 93. Summoning and prorogation of session, summoning and prorogation of session. The President shall summon a session of the Federal Parliament within 30 days of the declaration of final results of the elections to the House of Representatives. Thereafter, the President shall from time to time summon session of both or earlier of the House in accordance with the Constitution, provided that the interval between the two consecutive sessions shall not exceed 6 months. To the President may prorogue the session of both or either of the House of the Federal Parliament. 3. In case during the prorogations or recess of the session of the House of Representatives, 1/4 of the total number of its members submit a requisition in writing that it is appropriate to convene a session or meeting, the President shall specify the date and time for such session or meeting. The House of Representatives shall meet or commence its session at the date and time so specified. 94. Quorum. Except as otherwise provided for in this Constitution, no question or motion shall be presented for a decision in meeting of either House of the Federal Parliament unless 1/4 of the total number of its members are present. 95. Address by President. The President may address either a meeting of any House or a joint sitting of both Houses of the Federal Parliament and may summons the member for that purpose. 2. The President shall address the first session after elections to the House of Representatives and a joint sitting of both Houses of the Federal Parliament after the commencement of the first session of each year. 96. Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of State and State Assistant Minister entitled to take part in both Houses. The Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of State and State Assistant Minister shall be entitled to attend and take part in the proceedings and deliberations of either House of the Federal Parliament or its commitments, provided that he or she shall not be entitled to vote in a House or its committee of which he or she is not a member. 97. Constitution of Committee. 1. The House of Representatives of